Welcome to the Shameless Plug with Crimson Vibes and Denise's Creative Mind.
We spotlight the real, no shame in the game. Two queens with the mic calling out your name. From side hustle dreams to headline steam, we raise your voice, we build your team. We don't whisper, we amplify. Your story's power can't touch the sky. This ain't luck, it's divine design. You show up and we align. This is the Shameless Plug, we show you love. Co-sign, you shine like stars above. Dinner trend, the dream tag team. Plugged in, turned up, shameless and supreme. Let them watch you break the mold. Your biz, your brand, your story told. You're next, you're bold, the space is yours. We open paths, unlock new doors. No filters needed, just your flame. We hype your purpose, speak your name.
Plug.
Woo! Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Shameless Plug podcast. I am Deneen A. Connor.
And I am Denitra K. Taylor. What's going on, everyone?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, sis.
First, hi, Vanity, YouTube be second. Hi.
Hey.
Yes, hey, how are you? Thank you for joining. Oh my goodness. Oh, girl, we on the road tonight. Another high. Hey, Brian, Bass, how are you? I don't know what we did, but
listen, I'm all for that. That is awesome. What's going on, guys?
I'm gonna keep it real. This must be their guest because we ain't never had this many people say hello already. Okay,
but that's okay.
But I love it. Hello, Noah. How are you? Oh, you're making us feel special.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for coming to spread some love. We appreciate it.
Yes, Brian, thank y'all for joining us.
SUB. Okay, I don't know what that means. AM SUB. You know, I don't know these slangs and stuff like that.
the acronyms.
Yeah, nah, I'm not with that stuff. So thank you for joining us. This is podcast number.
I don't know. Okay. It's podcast number something. I declare one day we are really going to have to go back and just like count. Because what if we've already hit our 20?
Yeah.
You know,
I guess. I don't know. We got some people. We got a God loves you, Jesus loves you. Okay, we love him. We love him too.
Yes, we do.
Yes. So, what's going on? How was your week, girl?
So, I know we've been on hiatus for 2 weeks, and that was on me. Life is life, and life is a little different, but in all things, God is good and he is working. So I'm working on a new business venture per se. And so if it's okay with you, I want to show people what I've been up to, just a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to be the first one to shine the light on the hustle. So, Life has been a little different. I have a little bit more free time on my hands now. And so what I've been doing is actually customizing ties and literally, you know, uh, buy ties. People give me ties and I'll customize them. But then I've also been kind of like making my own tie necklaces. So I've sold a couple so far.
Very good.
Yes. And so I just kind of want to show y'all what I've been up to. So, real simple. I don't know if y'all can see this. So, like all the
Oh,
wonderful,
I
see all the
like.
bling
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and and the denim and the little brooch. So
Nice.
yeah, so these are more along the lines of ties that you'll see women wearing, of course, because of all of this. And
Right,
then all
right.
you do is like you take a little necklace and you like just stick it through and you just stick it here on your like a necklace.
Hmm.
So these are ties that like I purchase and then I just kind of customize them. But
Okay.
then I have also been like literally making like this is fabric that I cut out. And so this is my daughter calls it's called a techless. It's a tie necklace. So all you do is like put your beads in and then you just clamp it around your neck and you can actually wear this with a collar shirt or wear it as a necklace. So this is one of the ones that I've customized and made myself. So if
Oh,
anybody is interested in a customized tie or a necklace, please hit me up and I'll be glad to give you guys the prices of them. I do them all, I make them all. It's actually fun and very therapeutic as well. So I'm still writing, of course, but this has been really good. This has been my therapy. So, and I've been enjoying it. So yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Thank
Cool.
you.
You
Thank
know,
you.
you gotta send me like a picture of all of them.
Okay.
I
I will
can,
do
you
that.
know, I can decide which one I would like to purchase.
Okay.
Because I've lost a couple of pounds. And so I'm back to where I used to be, where I used to wear my white shirts and tuck them in my pants and have my ties and stuff like that. So now
Yeah.
I'm ready to get back into my ties and my suspenders,
Oh.
stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I need to, see a list or see something and I'll let you know. Or if I want a design or something, because I
Yeah.
gotta support me, so I gotta support you.
Oh, I appreciate that, sis. So yeah, if there's anything that I already have on hand and you pretty much know what you want, all you gotta do is let me know. I got you. I'll make it for you.
Right. Just send me a pic. Just put them
Okay.
all together, take a pic, and I'll pick out one.
Okay. All right. I got you. Well, thank you so much. Well, that's it on my end. What have you been up to?
Oh my God, what haven't I been up to? So I've been busy doing my lives on TikTok. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I've been holding my classes, my Canva classes, one
Yes.
on one. Well, not one on one, but a class where you can sign up and I teach people how to do intro to Canva. I am currently working. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot. I should have had this. I'm gonna knock over everything, y'all. If you can see it, I finally finished my 2026 yearly planner.
Yeah.
I
I
finally
cannot
finished.
wait to place my order. I gotta place my order.
I've already sold one so far. So
Yes.
if you're interested, it's on my website. You can go right there. And in addition, I'm working, or shall I say, I'm finishing up a screenplay that's due Friday. Thanks, Coach John. Um, that's due Friday. So that right
You
now is
got
taking
this.
my time. Other than that, I think that's about it. I mean, that's enough.
That is a lot.
It is. It is. I've realized that, you had mentioned earlier, we were talking and you was like, I just have, now that I have a little bit more time, I really don't have time because now it's dedicated more to what I do. And let me tell you something, I understand
Yeah.
because even doing the stuff, like to me, sometimes it's not enough hours in the day to do what
It's
I need
really
to
not.
do because you need to post your products. tell people about your products. You need to, and then I have a school, I have a school on a school system, Creative Minds Assemble. So, I make sure I check in with the people in the community. We have challenges every week. So I have to make sure I got a challenge ready for them for Wednesday. And then on Sundays, we go live, which is a whole lot of fun. We go live Sundays at 6:00 on TikTok. And all of the products submissions are put together, and then we vote on whichever one is the best, and we get a winner. Like, that is so much fun. We have fun.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and the ladies have really grown, because the school's only been open since September, and and the things that they have learned and how to navigate in Canva and use this and use that. Like, their submissions now are just amazing. And I just love them. I love them. They call me Teach, and it's like, I just love them. The ladies are really sweet. As they should be watching. But if then, shout out to all my peeps in the Creative Mind Assemble CMA Academy, shout out to you guys. I love you guys, and they definitely keep me pumping and keep me going. And and that's
awesome. Cool. Well, I got to say hello to my brother PJ. He is on. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, bro. I appreciate it.
Hey, PJ.
Sis, we got some special guests in the house.
We do.
Oh, and this is like really dear and close to my heart, these creators that are on tonight. So I'm excited to talk to them. Both of them are phenomenal at what they do. And I'm so excited. Excited.
I can't tell. It's up to you, girl. Who you want coming up first?
So I would love it if we can talk to Jonathan first.
Okay. So I have his bio right here. Let me read it.
Awesome sauce.
Okay, publicist and PR professional Jonathan Coleman of the Media Blast PR is making game-changing moves across the media and entertainment industry. With nearly 2 decades of experience, Coleman has established himself as a trusted figure in public relations, having worked with high-profile clients like Jillian Joel Davidson, daughter of legendary comedian and In Loving Color alum Tommy Davidson, award-winning, Ghanaian. Did I say that right? You can correct me when you come on. Pop and Afrobeat star Twicey, Felicia's Rivers of Geechee, one film.
That's my girl right there.
Oh, okay. And numerous prominent filmmakers whose projects are featured on platforms such as Tubi, Peacock, and Amazon Prime. Coleman's commitment to craft has placed him among the top PR professionals sought after by industry heavyweights. Coleman's dedication and hard work drive his success, making him highly sought after by business owners and luminaries aiming to boost their brand presence. His extensive network, which includes top media professionals, high-traffic blogs, newsletters, podcasters, and live streamers, allow him to create targeted buzz and effective publicity for his clients. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot.
And that's not even. He got other stuff he do too.
Oh, okay. Well, he's going to tell us about it right now. Let's welcome to the stage, Jonathan Coleman. Hey. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm doing well. Just doing the show.
Yeah, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Oh man, that was a lot.
Oh yeah,
that was a lot. We talk about we be busy. I know you'll be busy.
I'm lazy, but
but Jonathan, you be busy. Don't even try that. I already know, because half the time when I talk to you, you're in the midst of doing stuff. So yeah, you be busy.
Oh yeah, bills don't pay themselves, so I guess I got.
Listen, I wish they would. I wish.
Yeah.
Dude, I am with you.
So, Jonathan, let's talk. Denitra, these are your peeps. I'll let you go. Go ahead.
I get to go first. Okay. So, got a couple of questions for you. So, First question is, what's the moment in your career when a campaign didn't go as planned? How did that setback shape the way you approach publicity today?
Um, Sometimes it's not necessarily the campaign going bad. Sometimes it's they say the customer's always right, but
Mhm.
sometimes the client. Sometimes you end up doing thankless tasks for an ungrateful person. Well, it's not a thankless task, but it
Yeah.
becomes thankless because of how they treat it. And a lot of clients who are just kind of getting started, they need to realize they need to hit the chitlin circuit first. They need to get on the smaller blogs, the newsletters, website. Some of these people just started making films 2 days ago, and they want to be on the cover of you know what I'm saying? They want to be on the big magazines, or
Yeah.
they want rappers that started rapping 2 days ago or 3 days ago, they want to be on the Breakfast Club immediately. And it's like, no, it doesn't go that way, especially with the campaigns you're choosing with me. So you have to, trust the process. You got to hit these little small pockets of people first, and then it grows from there. We grow it from there.
Yeah.
I get a lot of clients who feel that you need to make magic in 2 hours.
Mm.
Success. That's what they're looking for.
Exactly. So those don't usually go well.
Gotcha.
And what there was a follow-up question you asked too. What was that? You said
And then after that, it said, oh wait, I'm on my wrong question. So, it said, yeah, how did that setback shape the way you approach publicity today?
yeah, the only thing that changes is the platforms, not
Okay.
necessarily the way the people are. But I
Yeah.
will say I had this one client. I do get clients when they start working with me, they have their arms folded and going, "This better work." Somebody recommended you, and they go into it with the mindset of they have they have a certain expectation or a low expectation.
Yeah.
And sometimes what I do is I go above it. Well, I go above and beyond all the time, not sometimes, but when I do, they're impressed and they let that guard down. They circle back around. I feel like I love those wins. I
Yeah.
wanted to name some names, but I don't want to put their stuff not for these kind of questions. The good stuff I'll put them out there. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Totally understand. And I like that you said that, because I always, you watch TV and you see what like the PR's doing, like there's two telephones and they're on the phone with one and they're trying to get the other thing going, and like their client is like being very demanding. And I don't think people realize that when you start with those people that aren't well known first, that's where your own personality as a client would shine. And those are going to be the people that's going to support you, because they'll be like, man, I remember when DJ such and such was on the Shameless Plug. He was real humble then. They don't understand that when you start off with those humble beginnings, that is where you are going to get your audience. And that's the audience that's going to stay with you.
Right.
yes, exactly. Because a lot of my clients, when I'm helping them, booking them and getting all these things for them,
Yep.
um, sometimes they'll see a podcast or a live stream and they'll see that it only has maybe less than 100 people on it. They just discouraged. And I'm like, your Instagram follower has less than 100 people right now. So they,
Mm.
should want to do it. But I tell them that it's not about the views itself. It's about the conversion rate.
Yes.
If you have millions of people watching a show and only two of them actually bought something from you, you
Yeah.
didn't make, it's not the win you think it is. But you get on
True.
a smaller podcast and it's got maybe 75 people on it, but all 75 of those people are dedicated supporters. They listen
Yeah.
to the host, they'll purchase whatever the guest is selling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bigger win, but a lot of the people, they see the instant numbers and they kind of, it
Yeah.
discourages them.
Yeah. And it seems like that's what people are looking for now. Like you said, that fast fame, and it doesn't always work like that. And you got to put in the work. It's not, oh, I'm a TikTok star. And I'm not saying, I know there have been stars that have grown from such platforms, But at the very end of the day, if you're just on TikTok and you're now in the studio and you don't know what to do in the studio, so it's like you still got to put in the work. Just because you got those views, now it's time to get busy,
Yeah,
because now it's like, how you going to keep those people? Or are you just going to be a one-hit wonder?
exactly. And you got to stay constantly evolving and changing. And in the media land, the media is always changing and switching up. Legacy media is technically almost dead right now. Nobody's really wanting to get in newspapers anymore. Nobody wants to.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about terrestrial radio like they used to. They sit around listening to the radio. People are listening. People aren't even listening to the XM radio anymore.
Yeah.
It's all about the podcasters, the YouTubers.
Yeah.
There are
Right.
people who have YouTube channels that have more hits than like NBC and ABC and all these other
Right,
hit networks. So
Mhm.
times have changed. You got to change along with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That is
so true.
definitely true.
And I swear people definitely with this TikTok, man, everyone is trying to be TikTok famous, because you have the people on TikTok who saying that, by being on TikTok, I purchased my house, I bought my home, I built this, I built that. And I'm like, and everybody wants that. Everyone is not everyone, but a lot of people are chasing that. And, and it works. It happens for some. And then some, it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Very true. You got a question, Deneen?
Yeah. So, what's the biggest aha moment you've had in your nearly 20 years of doing PR? And how did it change the way you approach representing your clients?
That's a good one.
The biggest aha, actually, we just mentioned it, is is everything changing? Because I know I look young, but I'm 1,000 years old. I'm still young. I'm only 43 years old. But I've been doing this not consistently for over 20 years, but on and off because I've had to switch my careers and switch my hats because certain things weren't working at certain times. But overall, 20 years of it. The biggest aha moment is I back then it was all about newspapers, magazine covers, terrestrial radio. It was all about that. Now it's all about, like you said, the TikTok, the streamers and stuff like that, the new media. And before it got to this level, I saw it going there. It's like, quit trying to bang your head against the wall, trying to get a program director to check out one of my clients when there's a streamer who has a big, huge following, but nobody's really talking about them like that. I actually get clients on that platform. And even when I'm doing like these events and stuff like that, I call out the new media. Forget the Charlotte Observer and all that. Get the podcasters, the people that have big followings on Instagram and they go live on their phone. Those are the people that should get the press passes now, not an editor sitting up at a desk and he's not in tune with the streets and don't really know what's going on. And they got their, nose up in the air and going, what is this? No, get sister homegirl who got the podcast around the way, who just got a background and just, let people come on, get them out there,
Yeah.
What's been my aha moment?
But do you for your clients, like, for example, do you feel that okay, this client will be best for promoting them for TikTok. This client will be best for promoting them for, this. Do you get that with your clients?
Oh, yes. I don't do a one size fits all approach to anybody because even if you got let's say rappers, you can't even promote the two rappers the same way. Some is a rapping, trapping street artist and somebody's a conscious poet, lyricist. You wouldn't put them on the same platforms. They're both rappers, but you wouldn't even put them on the same show. I just I move like that, and I really study and get to know my clients. I become fans of them myself, and that helps me promote and target and come up with the best ways to create awareness for their brand.
Okay.
Okay. That's actually.
Yes. And for all the people listening, I got to plug right here, shameless plug. If you guys need my assistance, definitely reach out to me, info@themediablast.net. And I'm very affordable. I work with you. I also have the Blacktopia movement. I work with art. We keep that dollar circulating amongst us. Denitra is a member of Blacktopia. So, for small Black-owned businesses that are just getting their feet wet, who haven't even been in business that long, but you still need to get the ball rolling, still need to get exposure. I have very affordable, economical packages that may be cheap, but they pack a punch. So don't be intimidated. Don't go by, well, he's been in the business for this many years. I work with so many different people. Don't get discouraged. Just talk to me,
Yeah. And we appreciate you doing that, because you don't have too many people that's like, listen, I'm a professional and I've been doing this, but listen, I believe in what you're doing. I'm gonna work with you. Those words tend to be they're valuable, but they're very scarce. You don't really hear that too tough anymore. So thank you for the service that you offer. I got another question. Let's go with something a little bit more fun.
Oh, yes.
If you could promote any movie, show, or product from history.
Oh, okay. That's kind of like my question.
Mm-hmm.
Which would you choose and why? So which type would you choose, the name of it, and why?
I don't have a queued up response right now off the top of my head, like I tell my clients to have. But that's a good question. But what I would say, the type of thing is maybe a project or a movie or film that I felt was very good, very solid artistically, but it just wasn't a commercial success. It just didn't make the numbers. And then I would figure out a way to make that more profitable or more successful. I can't think of anything right off the top. I know when we get off the show, I'm like, oh, I could have said this, could have said that. It's always like that. But that's the kind of stuff I would like to do. Just things that were just very good, but nobody watched it. I've seen it. So those.
I feel that way about movies like what was it called? What is it called? Judas and the Black Messiah. The Photograph. Those Black movies that may seem indie, they weren't really mainstream, but I love those movies, and I always felt like they just did not get the people just didn't give them a chance. So I definitely understand that. I feel you on that one. So yeah. Okay, cool.
So my question is kind of like that question, but I think it's a little bit more positive. It says, can you share a real life example of a campaign you've especially proud of, something that created a major buzz and exceeded your expectations?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one, because I have so many that
your favorite one.
Favorite one. I'm gonna shout out
one you're most proud of.
I'm gonna shout out Felicia Rivers, because you all know Felicia Rivers of Geechee One Film. And a lot of she already had a fire. I just poured gasoline on it.
Go with it.
So I'm very proud of working with her. We're both nominated for SEA awards, for the 2025 SEA awards. So vote for us. Vote for me, Jonathan Coleman, in the category of best publication / author, and Felicia Rivers of Geechee One Films for the best videographer and director. So definitely vote for us so we can win that. But yeah, I'm very proud of her. She's come a long way with the distribution with Maverick, and all the films, all the big names that she's worked with and things like that. And I really appreciate working with her. Always a pleasure working with her. I've been working with her since 19, I think. 18, 19.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yes. Before the films were on Tubi. Or it might have been right before it.
Wow. Awesome. So what wasn't in your bio is that you are a graphic novel creator.
Yes.
So can you tell us about that journey? Tell us about what you got out now and where people can find your graphic novel.
Definitely. I know you guys got the graphic, but I'm gonna still do. I know that it's not really showing up real well, but it's Masterpiece Publishing presents #1, A Ghost Named Ray. And basically what it is a supernatural murder mystery about a woman who Yes, ma'am. Who lost her life tragically. And so she's granted the ability to go back to Earth and haunt and stalk her killer. And that's just the piece of it. It's going to be several books that's going to be released. I wrote it. My brother, Duty Design, shout out to him, Christopher Coleman. He's a graphic designer, phenomenal graphic designer. He did the visuals and the digital art and all of that. And we put together a masterpiece. That's not even actually why I call it masterpiece, because of the way it looks. It's actually an inside story that I have with my uncle, but I'm share that on Patreon. And for all people that want to read the story, you can go to patreon.com I got to hustle.
That's right.
patreon.com/masterpiece publishing. And I know, Denitra, you're a member of there as well.
Yep.
And definitely appreciate having you on there. But we're going to start dropping more things. I get so busy. So issue number 2 should have already been. Oh, you asked me another question. I'm sorry, let me backtrack.
No. I just want you to talk about what you got going on with Masterpiece Publishing. So yeah, no, you're good.
Definitely. You could get the physical copies at magcloud.com and just put in Masterpiece Publishing. I don't know the exact URL. And then you can get digital copies from Masterpiece Publishing, the Patreon. And I'm actually, it's going to be a literary universe, a shared literary universe, kind of like Marvel and DC, but my version. So a lot of these stories are going to intertwine. But the thing is, you don't have to do homework. You don't have to buy all these books to get them, to read the linear story. It'll be crossovers and references, but even if you don't, it'll be self-contained enough to where if you don't want to read another title that I'm releasing, you can just fall in love with just that book and read it, and you have to read all the other ones to know,
Gotcha. That's awesome. See, I love that concept, but see, if I was the main character and I come back as a ghost, see, it would be like psychological warfare. There would be stuff that just moves, like he put something down and he go to pick it up and it moves. It would be that type of stuff. I don't want to do the whole horror stuff, but I want you like, I'm losing my mind. It's to me, the psychological stuff is like that'll do it. So that's a great concept.
That sounds like it definitely needs to be a movie.
Yes, that's another thing. I mentioned that on the Patreon, that a lot of the characters that I'll be releasing through Masterpiece Publishing, we're going to be working on films. Shout out to Libby Williams. Libby Williams is also one of my clients, and she's been in a lot of Tubi movies. I know y'all.
I love Libby.
Yes, and we're working on a character. Her name is Mother Mercy. And I'm saying it now. I was actually going to wait to put the press release and all that stuff out later, but I'm gonna just, you guys are hearing it first. Mother Mercy.
Wait, we get what you call it, an exclusive. Hold on, we got an exclusive.
An exclusive. Yes.
Okay, so, we ready.
Definitely. So the character is based on Libby's aesthetic and her vibe and stuff, so she could play that character. And that's the intent that we're doing. Is we're writing. Well, I'm writing the book around Libby's, acting skill set so that she can step right into the role. We've already been talking about it. We already have the design and everything ready. We just don't have I'm not finished with the script because I actually have so many other scripts ahead of that. But yeah, I'm gonna fast track it because I want to hurry up and start working on the film for that. So yeah, they're going to be films. I'm going to do that. And also shout out to Thor Angelico. He's a rapper, and we're doing a cross promotion project. The name of the character is Elias Angelico, and he's the last demon slayer. That's what it's called. I think we changed the title. Well, anyway, Elias Angelico, and he's already put out a promo on YouTube on that. So it's going to be the same thing after the book gets some legs. We're going to start working on a film centered around that. So yes,
that's dope. That's awesome. Okay, all right.
So my last one fun question.
Yep.
So what celebrity would you love to be the PR for?
You know what? I think it's because I'm on a kick of it right now. But I'm a huge SNL Saturday Night Live nerd. I know useless facts and trivia about that show dating all the way back to the 1970s when Chevy Chase and Garrett Morris with them was in the cast.
That's when I used to like it. I'm there. That's when it used to be. That it used
Yep.
to be fun. It used to be hilarious back
Yep.
then. Oh my
And
god!
Eddie Murphy.
You,
Yep.
but Eddie Murphy, remember the shark? Telling around
The
like,
man
oh
shark.
my god, Candyman. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh man.
that
Those
was
are
like,
the best.
I love Chevy Chase. He's an asshole. That's why, you know what I'm saying. He's funny
he
like that.
is. He
But
is. He
I can
is.
curse. I guess I can curse, right?
We
But
grown. We grown. We grown.
Yeah, we grown. You good.
yeah, I would like to, if I would have loved to have just did work with anybody in the cast, even if they were on for one season, even if they were just like somebody got fired in the middle of a season. I'm just obsessed with the people that come out of that show. It's like a brand maker. Even when the show is not funny, I still like it because it's still entertaining. You know, it still has like a certain thing to it. So I'm a huge SNL nerd. I know useless facts. I was telling people about Damon Wayans being a cast member before everybody knew of that, because he was on the lowest rated season. I sounded crazy. I was like, Damon Wayans, them characters he did on In Living Color, he did it on Saturday Night Live first. And he was never on Saturday Night Live. But thanks to the internet, they all showing that old stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's,
But it'll be one of them.
yeah. That's
All right.
awesome. That's awesome.
So did you have your fun question before we close it out?
Nope. I did my fun question. So no, we are.
So
we're
Jonathan,
good.
please again tell the people where they can find you.
And
All right.
also tell them where to go to vote for you too.
Yes, I'm gonna tell them everything.
Yes.
So, so if you guys want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram. You follow me, I'll follow you back. I talk to anybody, it doesn't matter. So it's JAYFORNOW, because if I just say J for now or didn't spell it, some people put the number 4 and be spelling the name all wrong. So J for now, Jonathan Coleman on Facebook. I have the Media Blast PR in parentheses, so you'll know it's the right one. I have other profiles that's been hacked and stuff that's sitting around, so people try to add that one and can't join them. I also have not hacked. I don't want people think not, but when you can't get your own stuff because you're an old man and you can't remember your password. So so those, but and then aside from social media, you could youtube.com/@the-official-media-blast. And I would love to have you all on some of my platform. Well, Denise, you're going to be on anyway in March, but yes, but I definitely yes. But
I'm gonna go and subscribe to your channel as well. So yeah,
absolutely.
Awesome.
Now for people who want to use my services, info@themediablast.net, or you can reach out to me on social media if you need more PR, even if you need like a light run, like sometimes like an author has a book that's about to come out and they don't need a big extravagant campaign. They just want to hurry up and get something out. Reach out to me. I'll definitely help you with that as well. info@themediablast.net. Masterpiece Publishing. You could go on madcloud.com to get the physical copies. Just put in Masterpiece Publishing. I also want to give an Easter egg right fast so I can shut a lot of people up. A lot of people just think this white man is some kind of god or something because they think, oh, that's what we're doing. We're subscribing to that, but he's not God. He's actually a servant. He's
all right. That's right. Set it straight.
Yes. So people see a white man that's powerful, they automatically think he's authoritative, but no, he works for the goddess who created the celestial plane. But also go to Patreon, patreon.com/Masterpiece Publishing for all the exclusive, the digital stuff. Also, so you can get updates on Libby Williams, the project we have with Libby Williams too. So anybody that wants to know that, join that. And vote for me for the SEA, the Southern Entertainment Awards. Go to southernentertainment.com, southernentertainmentaward.com, I believe, or just Google SEA Awards for Best Author and Publication. And the publication is Blacktopia, but Jonathan Coleman at J for now. That's in that category, so vote there. And then Felicia Rivers of Geechee One Films, vote for her for videographer and director of the year, and so we can win. And and even if we don't win, I'm going down there to just get some new clients.
I know that's right. That's right.
Sounds good. Well, thank you.
Networking is the best work.
Yes. Thank you so much for being a part of the Shameless Plug podcast. We enjoyed speaking with you.
Yes, we did.
hang out backstage for a little while. All right.
I certainly will. Thank you all.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.
Wow. And he started off saying he don't be that busy.
He busy. He
Okay.
busy.
He busy. Oh my goodness. He is busy. Well,
Woo.
all right. That was a good one.
Yes.
But luckily it doesn't stop there.
No,
We
it
have
doesn't.
another great one, and this is Morgan Iverson. In his creative career, in the author and creator of the Lumberjacks and Harlem's Renaissance comic book series, he also wrote an origin novel for Lumberjack titled The Seventh and Last, The Origin of Lumberjack. He co-writes and voice records for the Super Shorts podcast along with Danny Quick. It's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and most anywhere you can listen to podcasts. In his in his private life, away from creative works, he has two children: his baby girl Aaliyah Iverson and his son Sean Iverson, whom he lost this year. Oh, my condolences to you. His children are a huge inspiration for his work and creative endeavors. They inspire him to leave the world better than he left it through storytelling aimed at giving voice to the underrepresented. To provide perspective that can help change or influence the way people see the world, God willing. Oh my goodness. I love it. Please welcome to the stage, Morgan Iverson. Yay! We're going to have some claps one of these days. We're going to have it. I swear we're going to have it. How are you?
Make our own claps.
Yeah.
Right. We got the la.
We got the. I clap real loud, so sound a lot better than the soundboard. So I got you on that one. I got you.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Welcome. Thank you for being a part of our podcast. How are you?
I'm good. Thank y'all for having me. I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
So
go ahead. Let's go.
I gotta tell you how I know Morgan. Well, we don't know each other, but know him. Okay. His partner Danny Quick is actually in the first movie that we produced, Animom. And so he was in it. Yes, he actually played the clerk in the comic book store. And so just listening to Danny on his TikToks and things is how I found out about Morgan and Lumberjack. And so they are such a dynamic duo with what they do. And I was like, okay, I know Danny, so I got to get to know Morgan now. And when I saw Morgan's one of his more recent lives, and talking about his loss of his son, and just to see that even going through that grief, that he's doing what his son would want him to do, and that is to bring out these comic books. And so Morgan, I'm sure you hear from others who follow you, but thank you. Thank you for, even in the midst of what you were going through, what your family were going through, still putting this out, because Black people of color, however you want to put it, I'm going to put Black comic book creators, whether indie or mainstream, are like rare jewels, very rare. And so my thing is always, we have to support. And I'm huge on comic books now. I like Marvel, sure. But it is something about those stories that people say are underrated. It is something about those stories because they're rich. They are so rich and vibrant. And sometimes you don't get that when it comes down to the more mainstream. So thank you for what you do, for the fans that are out there, we appreciate you, because I know it can't be easy.
I appreciate y'all. I sincerely do. It definitely was not, but I mean, as you said, like it was, I really, for that last Kickstarter, I was really on the fence about going through with it for a lot of reasons. And I just, one, just struggling, honestly, because my son was my world, you know what I'm saying, for so long, because of his medical issues, you know what I'm saying. So you know, me and his mom, it's literally 24/7 care. So like not having him here,
Yeah.
my whole life was planned around that, you know what I'm saying. So it still feels weird now to this day to, you know what I mean, to continue on in trying to be creative, to even trying to have fun, or you know what I mean, like it's grief is just a really weird space. So having people that are looking for the stories that are encouraging, that people sending messages, and people being touched by his life, you know what I'm saying, that means a lot to me and the family. So thank y'all. I mean that sincerely.
Yes. All right, sis, you got a question?
Yes, I do. Where are you from?
I'm going to say the proper name, and then I'll say what we say in my hometown. But I'm from Durham, North Carolina, otherwise known as the Bull City.
The Bull City?
Yeah, the Bull City. I'm a huge. I love my city. I'm born and raised here. Only time I moved away from here was when I was in school at North Carolina A&T, Aggie Pride. My daughter's actually there now.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was in Greensboro for 3 years, came back home, finished up at Durham Tech, getting the electrical system technology associates. So yeah, but I'm born and raised in Durham, very proud of it. I don't care if I go to California, you know, me and Danny got dreams of making stories and telling stories on screen, whether it's small and big screen. I'm still coming back to Durham. I'm trying to be like this.
So good, but the only reason why I asked is because it's called Harlem's Renaissance.
Okay.
I'm from Harlem.
Oh, okay.
So now you gotta be up here and you using our name. So that's why I asked where you was from.
There's a reason. I named Harlem. I named Harlem after Harlem's Renaissance because of the impact that it had on the Black community.
Okay.
In being able to push and the original story I had for Harlem, and the way that I wanted to build that story out initially with that character was based in Harlem. And that was before I made a decision to pivot and put that story in the comic book universe me and Danny are building together. So once I made that decision, Lumberjacks's story in New Orleans and Harlem is as well, but her name is Harlem. So that's
okay. So that ties and answers my question, because my question was, what inspired you to create Lumberjack in Harlem's Renaissance comic series, and how do you bring real world experiences into those stories?
Oh man, thank you for that question. So I'll start with what started me with Lumberjacks in Harlem, and I have to give Danny the credit for the idea for Lumberjacks, and it came through complete annoyance.
Did you say complete annoyance?
Complete and utter annoyance. If there's one thing about my brother Danny, he is persistent, and I was not. I was not raised reading comics. I didn't even know. Like I grew up watching Batman, Spider-Man, X-Men, and had no earthly idea that it came from comic books. I had no idea. I was into sports growing up. That's pretty much all I did. I didn't know about comic books. You couldn't have convinced me to read a comic book back then. And when Danny got home from Iraq, when he came back home, I knew his wife first. We went to church together. And I met him when he came back, and he wrote his origin novel for Ace Blade. And because he was at my church, I had been working on something privately that I hadn't told anybody about. I just started back writing, and I sent Danny what I was working, so I'll give him his credit. I read the origin novel and I was like, yo, this does not suck. This is actually good. This is crazy. Because he told me he published a novel, and I ain't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So when I was able to hold his novel in my hands and read it, and it was really good, I was like, oh man, okay, well, let me see if I'm trash or not. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on this on my own. Let me send it to Danny and see what he thinks. Danny read it and loved it and was like, look, man, I'm trying to come up with this comic book universe. Can you help me come up with some characters? And I said, no, absolutely not. I don't know nothing about comics. I don't read comics. Ain't no point in me. No, I'm not doing that. And he was like, okay. But he asked me 11 times. And every time he would come in a different way or a different form. So he'd be like, all right, well, how about help me come up with some character names, or tell me if the character name sounds stupid, or tell me this. And I was like, nah. And then one day he called me and was like, man, I made you a part of my company.
Wow.
How do you make what company? You know what I'm saying? So like I still said no. But the bad thing is, the crazy thing was that because he had kept asking me about it, I started to get ideas for a character, and that's where Lumberjacks came from. And I was originally inspired for Lumberjacks based off of one of my favorite football players, Julius Peppers for the Carolina Panthers. And I was like, man, what if a football player, where the story started in my head and what it's become are two completely different things.
Always.
Yeah, two completely different things. So the story just grew over time, and for Lumberjacks, one of the biggest inspirations that I had for that character was, as a deacon at my church, at my old church. One of the things that I've always loved is learning people's spiritual gifts.
Yes,
I think it's one of the dopest things possible, especially because I've seen people go from not knowing anything about their gifts and then kind of just learning what they were over time. I think of it the same way as like mutants figure out their superpowers, and that really intrigued me. And then I was just thinking of like biblical stories and trying to find ways to like Lumberjacks's necklace. And this is a secret. I'm not going to give everything away, but I'll give enough.
I was about to say we're going to get another exclusive.
I know, right? I'm like, okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, so I won't give everything away, but I'll give enough. Lumberjacks's necklace has 7 stones in it originally, and those stones are for 7 judges that came before him. And when I say judges, I mean that from the biblical term judges.
Yeah.
So there were 7 judges before there's 6 judges before Lumberjacks. He's destined to be the 7th and last, which he's supposed to be able to take on all the powers from the previous judges before him if he accepts the mantle. And what I mean by that is that a lot of us have spiritual gifts, so we have a calling and we have a purpose spiritually that God has given us, and we know the gifts and callings are without repentance, but God's not going to force you to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So you could be his prophet. He could raise you up to where you're supposed to be. You could be his pastor. You could be his apostle. But if you don't pick up the mantle and walk with it, you know, he's not going to force you to do that. Now, he can put you in some situations to make you turn one way or the other one, or to test what you're doing. But he's not going to force you into that role. And that was one of the things that really intrigued me for Lumberjacks in that story. And when you read this first story arc, he's at a crossroads because not surprisingly, but I was thinking about this other night because of grief. He loses somebody that was his role model, like his idol in his life. And then things that you go through in your life just pile onto that. And it really has him at a crossroads. Like, do I even want to risk what it might take in order for me to accept this mantle? So when you're reading the first 4 comics that are in the graphic novel, you're watching kind of a progression of that based off of what happened in the origin novel. So that's me trying to say it without giving everything away that happens in there. And for Harlem is actually his niece. She's his niece. She actually is. She wakes up in her house. The house is on fire. She starts walking through the house and sees her family laying around her, and they've been killed apparently. And she wakes up. The police are outside. The firefighters outside. They're thinking that she did everything.
Wow.
She tries to get away from the police, and when she does that, she realizes she has superpowers. And in the process, she's just trying to find the rest of her family. But there's some other things that have taken place in the Lumberjacks series that are following her and some things that happen in the family that are following her. So she's on a mission to try to figure out where she's getting the powers from, what happened to her family, and it's just a journey to start now from there.
Cool.
Awesome.
Now we have, hold on, let me see if I can add the picture. This is the picture for
that's the graphic novel for Lumberjacks. Yeah.
For Lumberjack.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, and now who did that graphic?
So the artwork was done by my boy Kanan White. You can find him on Instagram. I think he's on TikTok now. He's also on Facebook. He's one of the best. He's one of the dopest artists I know. Like I told him about the concept that I had, and I can walk you through why I wanted to do the cover in this way. And I actually get into that in the graphic novel. But he did the pencils and inks for that, and the colors were done by another awesome artist. TJ Tarek Holmes. He's on IG as Art of TJ. I think he's Art of TJ on TikTok too. But he is an amazing. He's not only an amazing artist, but his colors are incredible.
Yes, incredible. I follow him as well. Yeah, he is phenomenal.
Amazing. So being able to get both of them on this cover meant a lot to me. And this cover is actually a homage to the first Lumberjacks cover. So on the first Lumberjacks cover, I don't know if I have, I didn't send y'all that graphic, but so on the first Lumberjacks cover, Lumberjacks is in the middle of these people that he's surrounded by, and they all are wearing these hoodies that say "by any means" on them. So in the first story, I'm kind of dealing with justice and justice by any means, and we know from a historical standpoint for us as African Americans who that came from, and I resonate with that heavily. And so the villain that you're going to meet in the first one, the Lumberjacks, that villain got done wrong, and she's tired of trying to wait on the system to fix anything. So the people that are surrounding Lumberjacks on their first cover are people that are with her to change things by any means. And Jackson, so he's surrounded by people that he's in the middle of. In this cover, I wanted to pay a homage to that. So Jackson's still in the middle and he's surrounded by these people by any means hoodie. But at this point, because the story has reached its arc, he's surrounded by his family as well. So his family is directly around him. You see the light that's shining on all of them as a family, but they're still all surrounded by people that want justice by any means. And then if you look at the bottom of the cover, these people, again, this is a tidbit, but some of the people that you see at the bottom of the cover are actually villains that you meet during the first story arc for the Lumberjack series. So the villain named the Preacher there, that's on the bottom. I'm not gonna show you where, but he's my favorite villain. He's my favorite villain because I get to stir mess up. I get to stir mess up through the Preacher. So the Preacher's down there. Francis du Maurier's down there. There's a group of there's a coven of witches called the Dark Bloods. They're down there. And you not only do you get to see that on the cover, but I walk you through those things within the graphic novel, like on a page to walk you through things and Easter eggs and things like that in the story.
Okay. That's some great artwork there. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
That is very dope.
And it also makes me because my kids are on there too. The animated versions of my kids are on the with him.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I love it. Okay, I have a question. Fun question. Okay. Every creator has a creative snack that fuels them. What is the one snack or drink you absolutely must have when you're writing or recording?
Okay. This is gonna sound fat, but I don't care. If there's anything that I love a lot, and it's an immediate affinity to me, I don't care what the sweet is, preferably chocolate chip cookies or something like that, and milk. If I have that, I don't care what else is going on in the day. I'm gonna be all right. I will be fine. If you give me something sweet and some milk to go with it. Matter of fact, it's so bad for me. If I have something sweet and I don't have milk, I'm not going to eat whatever is sweet until I get milk. It's that bad for me. So
wow.
Yeah, so like that would be if I was going to have a snack that I'm going to indulge in, that would be it. On days where I'm voice recording, it depends on the character. Like if I'm voice recording for a villain,
Mhm.
I might need to eat like some really spicy wings or something because I'm trying to be in the headspace of this character. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, I legitimately, even when I'm writing and I'm writing for a certain villain, I literally play music to put me in the headspace of this character. You know what I'm saying? There have been some very intense voice recordings for the audio podcast that I absolutely had to get myself into that mindset of that character, and because I had to see Danny gets to do all the fun and like not changing his voice stuff. I got to do all the like raunchy or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like I got to do all those voices, or when it's a demon or something crazy.
Yeah.
Can we get a sample? Can we get a sample?
Yes. Yes. Give us a simple. Yes, please.
Well, I mean, the preacher is probably my favorite. That's the one that I get the most comments about.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Dr. Reginald Crawford of the. I'm trying to remember what his church's name is, but I'm drawing a blank because I'm drawing a blank on that. But that's one of the voices. Trespass is a thug from the gutter and talks like that at all times. So if there's something raunchy being said, or don't expect him to say anything that you're not gonna hear out of somebody's mouth that's not gonna make you want to pop them. He's gonna be cussing, calling the women out of their names, all of that. That's just who he is. That's who he is as a character. And for me, it's very important if you're gonna create a character for you to be true to that character. So those are the two that I enjoy doing the most.
Okay.
Jax, to be honest with you, I haven't even figured out what Jax's voice is on a regular basis. Like,
Really?
No, just because like now I know who I would like to play Lumberjacks in a movie.
Oh, yes. Tell us.
So my two people that I would love the most would be Michael Coulter, got to play Luke Cage, or I really love Jaimin Hansu. I don't know if he's. You could do things with the camera, like they made Tom Cruise Jack Reacher, and he's short. So you know what I'm saying. You can pull some things off with the camera, but like I really love Jaimin Hansu. But my ultimate choice would be Winston Duke. Winston Duke to play in Bakugan.
Yes.
The Winston Duke would be fantastic as Lumberjacks. Fantastic.
Yeah. That's dope. You got questions, sis?
Well, my fun question is, you said that you didn't grow up reading comics and stuff like that, but now that you write the comics, have you ever gone back and read a comic book?
Oh yeah. I've read them since, and if I had not, all of my friends in the comic book industry would pick on me even more than they already do.
So what's your favorite?
My favorites are still indies. So other comic book, other people that have comic books that are my contemporaries. My favorite series that I read outside of my own is Hot Shot from FSK Comics, done by my boy Mike Watson. Greg Anderson Elise is Not on a Were Spider. David Crownson, Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. Newton Lillebois doing Keisha Demon Eater. All of those, I couldn't do just one. Oh, Tuskegee Airs, Greg Martin and Marcus Williams. I'm big on the indies. Because as far as mainstream, Black Panther, automatic, and I got the Christopher Priest run. I got the graphic novel of that. Rodney Barnes, Philadelphia, I have that too.
I ain't read nothing since Archie. Okay.
I don't blame you. Actually one of my boys did my boy Wally McNair. He's actually the artist for Harlem's Renaissance. Um he did something for Archie Comics. I want to say it's the Pussycat Dolls or something.
Yeah, I'm not old school comic book thing. I haven't.
Yeah.
After those, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched. Even the Marvels, it's so amazing. It's interesting because like my brother, he always take me because he introduced me to Marvel because he used to read the comic books.
Mhm.
And right after the movie, yeah, because in the movies, in the comic book, they had it this way and so and so. In the comic, I'm like, oh
yeah. That
people always compare the comic book to the movie.
It's never gonna end. I mean, and now it's the amount of debates that I've had online about them recasting T'Challa after Chadwick passed.
Yeah.
Oh my God, some of the most explosive conversations I've ever had were
Yeah.
over that. You know what I'm saying? Alone. So
Those could be worse than a political debate.
I promise you.
Yes.
It literally becomes a political debate.
Yeah. I understand that. But I have one last question for you.
Mhm.
Let's make it another fun one.
Okay.
If Lumberjack suddenly came to life and walked into the studio, what would be the first thing that he says to you?
And you got to say it in his voice.
You got to say it in the voice. Whatever you want Lumberjack's voice to be for that, you got to say it in the voice.
That is a great question. Oh man, first thing he would say to me. Okay. What's up? Nigga, I don't even talk like that. that would probably be the first thing he said. He probably would walk in and immediately say, "Nigga, I don't talk like that." That would probably be the first thing he said.
I love it. That was perfect.
That was
you have another question, sis?
All right. So I did my fun questions. This is my last service one. So your work focuses on giving a voice to people who often go unheard. What message do you hope readers take away from your characters and your worlds?
Man, that's a great question. Leaders, especially. One of the most important things that I've ever heard a leader that I really look up to say is that the best leaders work themselves out of a job. Pastor Miles Monroe said that. And I agree with him heavily. So I think one of the biggest problems that we have in the world today, and God knows in America, is that people are afraid to cede power to somebody that they've trained behind them. Like they want to hold on to power for forever. And to me, that's not a great form of leadership. Like if the people behind you can't take up what you do and run with it, then you're not really leading as well as you could. Like, and I think the best example of that is Jesus. Jesus specifically told the disciples, "I'm going, and it's better for you if I do go. It's better for you if I go, and because when I go, I'm going to give you these things, and greater works will you do than what I did." So if you're not, for me as a model leader, he is the epitome of that. And if he's training himself out of his own role, you know what I mean? Like I'm making you the disciples, and I want you to go and make other disciples. I think if more people in leadership positions, especially, took on the thought process of not being afraid of losing what you have because of what you're passing on to others, but making sure that you're emboldening those people, that you're preparing those people, and that you're training them to become better leaders than you are. To me, that's the biggest lesson I want to pass on, especially like me. My daughter is in college now, and that still feels weird to say. But that is one of the biggest things that I really want to do for my daughter is that I tell her all the time, I'm not here to judge you for things that you get right or wrong. That's not my job. My job as your dad is to help guide you and provide for you the best way forward. you know what I'm saying, for you to make your own decisions and build your own life. That's what daddy's here to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to judge you when you fall down. It doesn't mean that there aren't going to be times where, especially at your age, there are going to be times where something happens and I have to let you go through that. And the only reason I have to let you go through that is because you're not going to learn otherwise.
Exactly.
So, you know, and if you're going to lead somebody, you have to be able to be vulnerable. You have to be able to listen to them, but you also have to be willing to lead and cede your role at some point. So that would be the biggest message I have for leaders. Definitely.
I love it. I want to give a shout out to, we got a couple of people on that's on my live. Hey, everybody. Hey, Raven. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Mark Maquez. And hey, Jermaine. Thank y'all so much for watching. Appreciate y'all. So they just said thanks so much. They just wanted everybody to know that they're on and they're watching. So
Thank you.
yes.
Thank y'all. Thank
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, tell everybody out in Facebook land where they can find you.
So on Facebook, it's just Morgan Iverson. On IG is Morgan Iverson on IG. On TikTok, it is Lumberjacks. I spelled it down here at Lumberjacks on TikTok. And you can find our comics. You can get the Lumberjacks in Harlem comics on TikTok. You can also get them at fourthwallpros.com. The audio podcasts are, if you go on the audio podcast, it's called the Super Shorts Podcast. If you type that in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, if you type it in on just the Google search bar, it'll pop up. You'll see your Shell Lumberjacks and Ace Blade up there. I will say ahead of time before you listen to the podcast episodes, the farther into the seasons we get, the better we get. Because the first season, we didn't even know. Man, it was so crazy. It was crazy. Like we didn't know what we was doing. We literally were just converting stories from Wattpad and saying, let's just make this audio. But by season 3 and 4, we're very proud of. Season 4 was our first one that we collaborated, made an entire skeleton for it, and wrote that out. We had a voice actress come on there to play the villain. Cool. Episode 1 of season 4 is still my favorite. It's one of my favorites, but it might be my favorite episode, mostly because I was trying to write from the perspective of Black women that we know that in maternity, the death rate for Black women, you know what I'm saying, with that they get pregnant at 6 times whatever the national average is. Exactly. And I really wanted to write it from the perspective of a woman that was going through something like that, both from things that I've seen myself and from other stories I've heard from Black women. And I wanted to tell the story from that place, but also to center that character. So that is, and to get the voice actress on there, she was amazing bringing that to life for me. So that's still my favorite episode.
Cool. Well, I definitely am going to check it out. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on, taking the time out of your busy schedule. I'm sure you could have been writing or, working on something, but thank you so much for coming on to, and letting people know what you're doing and where they can find you. We appreciate you.
No, thank y'all so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. All right. Well, hang out with us.
Okay.
We're gonna end it, but we want to talk a little bit more.
All right, no problem.
Awesome.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you. Bye. Give me 1 second. I'm just I was trying to
wow.
I was trying to pull up the other cover. Wow, that was cool. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing better than some men that are doing the things. Okay.
Right. That's what I say.
Love it. I love when our men are doing their things. They're supporting, they're helping others do their thing. You know what I mean? And bringing positivity to our community and really all over, all over. And I just love it. And I appreciate them taking their time to come and talk with us.
Me too. This was a good show. Me, I know you love your video games. Me, I love my comic books. I love, so stuff like this is always dear to my heart. So, so these are the good ones. So we got to get some gamers on the show. We got to get some people. I don't know much about games, but you do. So we gotta get some gamers on to talk. Show idea. I'm gonna work on. We're gonna work on that one. We're gonna
Some
work on
gamers,
that one.
some stream.
Yeah,
we need some streamers. Some streamers.
yes,
Okay.
we do. We do.
I don't know any
Yes.
streamers. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll find some.
I wanted to start streaming, but I'm on Xbox, and the people that I play Warzone with, they're on PS3, and therefore you can't like stream with the mix and everything.
Oh,
Sometimes but I did do, and I did that the other night was we were playing, and I just put the phone on TikTok live, and I just put the phone up and let the people see the screen, see the screen, and but you don't really hear. But that's what's hilarious, that the comments and stuff like that. That's because you hear what I say, but you don't hear like what the people who I'm playing with my teammates, you don't hear what they say, and some of them I'm glad you don't. But that's what makes it fun. But I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out how to do it.
I think that would be a dope show.
Yeah, but I'm gonna see if I can like I said, streamers, because streamers are the one that does it for a hobby. Like it's their livelihood. So.
Yeah.
If we have any streamers out there that want to come on,
yes.
talk to us.
Yes. If you are a streamer and you want to be on the Shameless Plug podcast, please hit us up, email us at the shamelessplug25@gmail.com. Let us know so that we can get you on the show. I would love to. Yes, if you are a streamer, because only thing I think the last thing I remember playing was Sims. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. like man, my Archie comic book or whatnot.
That's it, Sims. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got right now. So
it's all good, sis. It's all good. Well, people, thank you for watching us. It has been another show. I swear, before this year is out, we're going to have an official count of what number we're on.
Yes, we are.
We are definitely growing, and that's what's important. All right.
Yeah.
So until next Tuesday, everyone have a blessed night, a blessed week, and be all that you can be. What you got?
Yes.
Sis?
Bye, y'all. So again, thank y'all so much for joining us.
Get ready to hit that button. Go ahead. I can't do that. I can never do that. I can't.
I don't know. I don't do it right either.
I don't look right, so I give it up. All right.
But we appreciate y'all. We know that that's the heart.
Welcome to the Shameless Plug with Crimson Vibes and Denise's Creative Mind.
We spotlight the real, no shame in the game. Two queens with the mic calling out your name. From side hustle dreams to headline steam, we raise your voice, we build your team. We don't whisper, we amplify. Your story's power can't touch the sky. This ain't luck, it's divine design. You show up and we align. This is the Shameless Plug, we show you love. Co-sign, you shine like stars above. Dinner trending, the dream tag team. Plugged in, turned up, shameless and supreme. Let them watch you break the mold. Your biz, your brand, your story told. You're next, you're bold, the space is yours. We open paths, unlock new doors. No filters needed, just your flame. We hype your purpose, speak your name.
This is the Shameless Plug.